There's a lot of buzz around Frantz Honey lately, and I'm not talking about the bees.
My honey, I would say, is probably more what's called late season honey. It's got a darker color. It has a heavier flavor, more of a flavor as opposed to the real light colored clover honeys, which I enjoy myself.
But Frantz isn't new to the honey making business. He told me he's been around it his entire life.
As a kid growing up in Midland, Michigan, my father raised a couple hives just for our own personal family use. And then about 20 years ago, he no longer does it, but I kind of picked it up and got into it more and more. And it's become more of a second income for me. I make my living as a self-employed trim carpenter.
The small, family-run business refuses to use chemicals or medications when producing their honey, making their products 100% all natural.
My honey has just been strained once, and that's it. That's why it's called raw. Hasn't been cooked, hasn't been pasteurized, hasn't been filtered to death. It's right off the hive.
If you visit Ken for yourself, you'll find traditional raw honey, buckwheat honey, which he suggests using in teas or on toast, beeswax lip balm, and his very own honey sticks, which seem to be a crowd pleaser for kids. While Frantz loves his job, he told me it's definitely not for those unwilling to get their hands dirty.
Anybody who wants to raise bees and produce honey deserves all the credit in the world. It's not an easy thing to do. There's a lot of work goes into it. You got to learn a lot. And it's farming. You have good years and bad years.
By the looks of his crowded tent at Lake Orion's farmers market, I'd say Frantz Honey is looking at a pretty good year ahead. In downtown Lake Orion, Kayla Brandon, ONTV News.